That was a major move. And Mamdani today, you see this? Is this, I don't know if you need to put orange for that, but this is like, it is funny that he really, this would have got me banned on Kickback in the day. This would have got me a strike on YouTube at 22. Well, I think he had a pretty good speech. This is exactly what they were all so mad about Elon Musk for doing the exact same thing. I think Elon Musk just did it way too autistic. Mamdani's doing it with a smile and he's doing it like, my heart goes out to you. Elon Musk went like, I'm not going to do it right now because I first stream back, but he went fucking, he really, he put emphasis in that. That was more, it sounded like, there's more love in it. I think that's the difference of why there's no outrage over that. I'm not going to cover his whole speech. It was a good speech overall. It was long, it was yappy. I'm not going to cover it. But basically, I think this clip, even though this is disparaging him, this summarizes it.
We will replace the frigidity of rugged individualism with the warmth of collectivism. If our...
People are mad about this. So I think the gist of it, of the speech, was talking about how nations come and go, but cities last forever. New York City, the identity of it, even though there's the replacement and the demographic change and this stuff, New York City's still New York City. America, a lot of America is unrecognizable, but New York is still undeniably New York. So most people in New York have more affinity with New York City than they do with America. I saw Palestine flags at the inauguration. I didn't see one American flag, although they did sing the national anthem. What he says here, people are really upset about. He says, let's replace rugged individualism with collectivism. And it's funny that people are really upset about this because far-right Twitter, they'll post memes of Hitler. They'll talk about Germany all the time.
I'm 23-year-old. Still live with my parents.
You're
about
depressed?
$500 to $700
if you're depressed, just stop. Like, what do you want me to say to you? Stop being depressed and don't disappoint your bloodline. Just stop. Get over it. So, okay, you don't need to spam orange. But far-right Twitter, for example, they'll talk about white identity and how they need to come back and have this, have an allegiance to their own people the same way black people did during BLM. That white people need to band together again. That they'll talk about the Nazis and how the National Socialist Party, they worked together. They had pride and nationalism. Mamdani says something similar. Let's replace individualism with collectivism. Let's think in a community again. Let's see one another as people. Let's have some pride in our community and in our city. People get upset. It's funny that people get really mad about socialist ideas when it's coming from a brown guy, but when it comes from Hitler, when the National Socialists, they romanticize and jerk off to edits of him. Right? Hitler, the National Socialist movement, it was about uplifting the working class. It was about fixing where the money was being, in a way, it's not similar. It's not exactly like tax the rich, but they did find a way to reallocate the money from the top 1% and figure out a way to fix the economy after complete disaster with socialist ideas and also with nationalism, with pride, with raising the German identity. That's how Germany went from the worst economy in European history, the highest unemployment rate, to one of the most successful European and almost taking over the world in like 7 years. It was incredible how quickly they turned it around. So it's interesting how when Mamdani says this, like, let's be collectivists, let's get rid of individualism, they get all upset. But that is the problem. Everyone's upset about this, but rugged individualism, too much individualism, it got us where we are now, where people have no sense of pride. They don't see their neighbors as people. They don't see people as part of a community. They just see everybody as stepping stones to get over. And I understand that to some extent, especially for men, it's getting extremely difficult out there and you do need to find some sort of an individuation. But if we lose any sort of sense of community, if we only try to help ourselves out, then what makes us a country? What makes us a city? It has nothing to do with liberal. It's, a lot of the differences when somebody who's brown says this, or when somebody like ethnic or whatever you want to say says this, they say you're a liberal. When Hitler says it, you guys jerk off to the edits. There's one more.
I welcome the change. For too long, those fluent in the good grammar of civility.
It wasn't a salute. He actually threw a grenade at the crowd. Okay, that was funny. That's funny. Fine.
Have deployed decorum to mask agendas of cruelty. Many of these people have been betrayed by the established order. But in our administration, their needs will be met. Their hopes and dreams and interests will be reflected transparently in government. They will shape our future. And if for too long these communities have existed as distinct from one another, we will draw this city closer together.
You got a little bit of aura, man. Whatever. I know some of you guys are going to say, just regardless of what you think about the politics, when you're analyzing the way his public speaking ability, which is the most important aspect of becoming a successful populist politician, he figured it out. He's a great public speaker.
We will replace the frigidity of rugged individualism with the warmth of collectivism. If our campaign demonstrated that the people of New York yearn for solidarity, then let this government foster it. Because no matter what you eat, how you pray, or where you come from, the words that most define us are the two we all share: New Yorkers.
This is yeah, the people they're rallied up again. They're happy. And this movement's going to continue to grow. Almost like JFK. He kind of looks like JFK mixed with Obama. And look at what he walked out to at the end of his speech. You hear the song? New Yorkers, but no one is from here. Yeah, I think like 53% of the people in the city are not even born here. I was born here. Mamdani wasn't even born here. But he's playing like Indian music, which is funny because like it's like a Toronto Indian guy. I think he's Sikh. I know.
Time someone tells you that they're depressed, recommend ketamine. Look up its mental benefits and testimonies.
No, I'm not recommending horse tranquilizer for a depressed person. What the fuck did you just say in the No, you don't need ketamine. You just stop being depressed. I know Vivek Ramaswamy is really jealous seeing this because Mamdani just embraces being an Indian. And Vivek will get called a Jeet 1,000 times more than Mamdani ever will. Because he puts on a cowboy hat and he puts on lifts in his shoes and he tries to, he wears like an American flag jacket. He's the type of guy to wear an American flag bow tie trying to fit in with whites. Mamdani just embraces it. Nobody's going to call him a Jeet. If you own it, then they can't use it against you. Vivek is ashamed. He's like showing his kids with Star Wars toys. Look, I'm just like a white guy. And then he crashes out every year and says, Indians are Americans too. And just nobody that he's trying to appeal to likes it. Mamdani's just like, fuck it, I'm going to... People respect that more. Just own it. He's, what is he again? Sudanese, Ugandan or something, but his parents are from India. He's like, yeah, I'm Indian. And nobody calls him a Jeet. Vivek has got to be seething. He's like, oh shit, I didn't need to go change my whole identity. I didn't need to suck up to these people. I could have just owned it. Instead, I'm stuck forever. Instead, I'm stuck. Thank you. Come again. Don't say orange. Okay, all right. I didn't say anything that bad.
Please repeat after me. I, Zohran Kwame Mamdani.
I, Zohran Kwame Mamdani.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the State of New York.
The Constitution of the State of New York.
And the Charter of the City of New York.
And the Charter of the City of New York.
I love Bernie's accent.
And that I will faithfully discharge the duties.
And yes, this is a Jew getting a Muslim to swear into office with his hand on the Quran. I hope you know that. Allahu Akbar! Yes, there's a burqa on the Statue of Liberty now. And everybody upset about Zohran Mamdani swearing into the Quran. You know, Trump didn't put his hand out on the Bible when he swore in as president. Where's that outrage? At least Mamdani believes in something. I think he's the first president in history to not put his hand on the Bible. And then last week, he's on stage with Mark Levin, and they're patting him on the head, saying Trump is the first Jewish president. And he's like, yes, it's true. It's true. Okay, so if America's a Christian nation, why are you not upset about Trump admitting publicly not only that he's a Jewish president, but that he can't even swear in on the Bible? I would rather have an elected official believe in God to some extent, not refuse the Bible at all. Is Trump even really a Christian at this point? He said a month ago that he doesn't even think he's going to make it to heaven. Trump doesn't think he's going to heaven. Imagine if Mamdani said that. They would call him demonic. Trump is saying, I think I'm an evil person. I have regrets. My subconscious mind is eating away at me because I've done evil things. None of that outrage. But Mamdani on the Quran, that's the worst thing ever.
I will faithfully...
The Somalis are being used. Yeah, no, that is kind of being used as a distraction.
discharge the duties
of the office of the mayor of the city of New York,
of the office of the mayor of the city of New York,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
There we go. Yo, did Bernie go in for a kiss? Or what do you whisper? Like probably, oh, congratulations. Yeah, Bernie, your hand going a little high on that shoulder. Like, pipe down a little bit, bro. This, I don't know. Is that too much? I think that's a little much. You didn't need to do that. This feels, I don't know.